Welcome back. Today is World Drowning Prevention Day, and some Chicago area swim instructors are hoping to use it as a reminder about important water safety.
Drowning is one of the leading causes of injury among children and children-related deaths 1 through 4, which is why Goldfish Swim School is hosting a free family swim and water safety event at several locations today. Rebecca McGregor with the Goldfish Swim School is joining us live from Elmhurst. Rebecca, good morning. Thanks for being with us. It's a hot week, so people are definitely going to want to be in a pool. What is the most common cause of drowning among kids? Let's start with that.
You know, one of the most common causes of drowning is that parents are just not aware of all the safety hazards around water. And one of the most common times that a child might drown is during non-swim designated times. So you don't expect your child to be near the pool, be near the lake. And that is why parents must really make sure that they have barriers between their child and the water. So if you're visiting a grandma, a grandpa, a neighbor, a friend, if you're at a vacation home and there's water nearby, make sure that your family has a plan to keep your child away from the water. Some other things that you can do when you are having swim time is make sure you have a designated water watcher. You have to make sure that that person is not going to have any distractions, that they are going to be off their cell phone, not barbecuing, not talking with other people around them, and make sure that person is dedicated to just paying attention to the kids in the water. And of course, as you can see behind us today, have your child in swim lessons, you know, making sure that they're in year-round swim lessons, making sure that they are practicing water safety skills like floating on their back, practicing falling into the pool and climbing out again, and just really making sure that they're aware of their own swim abilities in the water.
Rebecca, both of my daughters went to Goldfish Swim School, as a matter of fact, when they first started getting their first swim lessons, between that and the Park District. But how important is it to start children really young, even when they're infants, to get them in the water and get comfortable and used to the water?
Yeah, I would say before your child can walk, they should be in swim lessons. You know, that big risk area is between the ages of 1 and 4. We start lessons here at Goldfish at 4 months old, but just making sure that they're in the water, comfortable, that they're not developing a fear of the water. And again, making sure they understand their own swim abilities from a young age is just so important.
And Rebecca, when we think of drowning, we so much times think of large bodies of water, or being at the beach, or being at a lake, but that's not always the case. Can you talk about that and a little bit more about why we've got to think about that even when we're at a pool?
Yeah, you know, it's really easy when you're at a pool for your child to, you know, not be paying attention to how deep the water's getting, and for parents to be distracted. Another really big risk is if your child is swimming with an assistive flotation device and thinking that they can swim in the water, and then they take that device off later and they return to the water, they might be too young to understand that they no longer can float the same way they did when they were wearing that flotation device. So it's really important, even around pools, around any type of water environment, that there's somebody watching, that there's barriers in place to keep your child safe from the water, and that your child is actively participating in swim lessons so that they know to have a safe respect of the water.
All right, Rebecca McGregor with the Goldfish Swim School, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time. We'll have a link to all the details of the Goldfish Swim lessons and the event today on our website, cbschicago.com. Thank you.